Hi guys, welcome to Cooking in HD. It's Bart, and today I'm making for you a pesto. It's not a basil pesto, which is the sort of the conventional pesto as people think about it. In this pesto, which really just means paste, I'm using rosemary and walnuts as my key ingredients, which is a little bit different than using basil and pine nuts, which makes for a milder pesto. This pesto is a little bit more intense, and that's because I want it to go well with the rack of lamb that I'm pairing it with. So have a look here. I've prepared this rosemary and walnut pesto for you, and the rest of the ingredients are exactly the same as conventional pesto, but this just has a much more prominent flavor, and it's going to go well with the rack of lamb that I've created for you, which you can also look at, check out cookinginhd.com, and you can get the recipe for making this pistachio crusted rack of lamb. Cheers. So let me show you the ingredients for our rosemary walnut pesto. I've got 2 large sprigs of rosemary. I've got about 2 cups of walnuts. I've got 1 clove of garlic. I may only use about half of that. I've got a lemon. I've got some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I've got some really high quality olive oil. I've got pepper, salt, and I'm going to make all of this in my granite mortar and pestle. Okay, I've taken the rosemary off the stem, and I'm just gonna grab a handful and put it into my mortar and pestle. You'll notice that I've already put a bunch of sea salt in there, and now I'm just gonna start bashing it up. The sea salt acts like sort of an abrasive, and it helps to grind down the rosemary. So I'm just gonna keep doing this until I've gotten the rosemary ground down to a fine pulp. Okay. So I've added about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and as you can see here, this is now turned into a really nice fine paste, which is exactly what I want. And so now I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic and incorporate that into here as well. All right, let's toast up our walnuts now. Okay. And we'll just let those toast up for a bit. The walnuts are now starting to just sizzle a little bit. Let's just give them a quick toss here. Okay. See that there's a little bit of color starting to form on them, and it's been about about 4 minutes on a medium-high heat, and I'm going to take these off now. I'll just start bashing it up just like before. Okay, these are definitely starting to get much finer, and again, we want to turn these into a nice paste. Okay. I've been pounding away at this now for about 4 or 5 minutes. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is a much finer paste than what I had before. You can see it's quite smooth, and so now I'm going to add some olive oil to it and start mixing in my Parmesan cheese. Okay, about 2 handfuls of Parmesan. Okay, and again, mix this up. Okay, so this is the consistency that I'm looking for. You see that it's definitely paste-like. Just give it a quick taste here. See what I think. Yeah, that's nice. A little bit more lemon juice, but the seasoning is perfect. Okay, you can see that the pasta has been boiled. It's actually whole wheat pasta. It's a little bit healthier. And this is a couple tablespoons of the pesto. So what I want to do now is just add some of the pasta water that I was cooking with, and that's going to kind of help loosen the pesto a little bit. And then I just start mixing like this. And I just want to incorporate the pesto right through all of the pasta.